Welcome to Purana Talk. This is Alan and Leon. We're the Purana guys, and we read the Puranas and take notes and discuss them.
Join us as we take this journey into a world of myth and legend, the ancient Indian text of the Garuda Purana. Khanda 2, Chapter 28, Gifts for the Ghost.
Gifts for the ghost.
Gifts for the Ghost. Garuda said, O Lord, for the benefit of everyone, please tell me how, whether by making gifts or performing holy rites, can the ghosts be pleased? The Lord said, O bird, please listen. I shall tell you about the gifts which dispel the gift, which dispels all inauspicious obstacles. Are there auspicious obstacles?
I guess.
Make a jar of molten gold. Fill it with ghee or milk. We're back to that. Gold vessel full of ghee or milk. Worship Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, and the guardians of the quarters in the serial order. In other words, go around probably beginning with East. Almost definitely beginning with East. So you want to end someplace auspicious, but the North is the next most auspicious direction after East. So that's a good place to wind up when you go around and you have to go that direction too. East, south, west, north.
We're reading the Garuda Purana. I don't know if we mentioned that.
We did. Pay attention. Respects to Fred Carr. I hope you're watching wherever you are.
And laughing.
Well, of course. I lost here. I'm just going to read this little section again. We'll move right on. Make a jar of molten gold, fill it with ghee or milk, worship Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, and the guardians of the quarters in the serial order. Then offer the jar to a worthy Brahmin. Of what avail are the hundreds of other gifts made by you? That's a gift. Garuda said, O Lord, what is said by you may kindly be explained in detail. Please tell me, O Lord, what are the rites they should perform for the dead once the moment he breathes his last? Bird. I mean, seriously, how many times can you ask the same question? And how many times are we going to get a patient, long-winded answer?
You'll see.
I love reading the Puranas. The Garuda Purana, I think one of the characteristics, it's like each Purana has its own unique, exasperating characteristic. The Bhagavata Purana preached at us constantly. It was like this Veda-thumping missionary zeal, and Garuda Purana is like lax on that, but just goes into he just drives it into a point where you're like really eager for the next section to come around.
Which may be the whole point,
O Lord, what is said by you may kindly be explained in detail. Please tell me, O Lord, what are the rites that should be performed for the dead since the moment he breathes his last? What are the rites to be performed in his favor, which can debar him from turning into a ghost? O best of gods, do also tell me what activities, good or bad, lead one to become a dreadful or fierce-looking preta or pishacha. Tell me, O Lord of gods, I wish to know all this. Why are the 5 gems put unto the mouth of the dead? Why are the jingeli seeds strewn on the ground? Why are the darba blades scattered beneath? Why are the feet kept southward? Why is the ground besmeared with cow dung? Why is Vishnu meditated upon and his hymn recited? Why do the sons and grandsons walk ahead? Why do they offer the gift of a lamp? Why do they adore Vishnu? Why do they, when ill, make a gift to a Brahmin? Why do kinsmen, friends, and enemies forgive them faults? Why do they give Jingeli seeds, iron, gold, cotton, salt, 7 types of grains, land, or cow? How does a man die? What is his course after death? How does he take shelter in the body being carried to the cremation ground? I request you, O Lord, to explain all this for the benefit of the world. Why does the son carry the corpse on his shoulders and the grandson light the fire? Why is the anointment done with the butter? Why is the Yamashukta recited? And it tells us in a footnote that the Yamashukta is in Rigveda 10:15. So you can find this verse or text there, subtext. Why is the water carried to the north? Why the sun looked through a cloth? Why is the sun looked through a cloth? Why are barley, mustard seed, durva, stone, and leaves of morgosa enjoined in the rite? Why do men and women wear a lower and an upper garment? Why should the meals be taken along with other persons on returning home? Why do the sons give 9 pindas? Why is the milk in the eastern pot placed on the crossroads? Why are the 3 wooden sticks tied and put on the crossroads in the night?
Very interesting.
Why is an earthen lamp put every night for 1 year? Why should the water be offered in the name of the dead by the relatives and other people? Why should the 9 pindas be offered? How is the gift to be given to the gods and mains? Why is the call made for the bearers of the corpse? O Lord, why is the rite of pinda repeated? What should be given next after the gift of pinda is made? Why are the bones collected? Why is a bed given to a Brahmin in favor of the deceased? Why is a bath prescribed for the householder on the 2nd day? Why on the 4th day? Why on the 10th day, along with the mourners? Why should they anoint their body with oil? Why should the corpse bearers be taken home on return from the cremation ground? Why should the corpse bearers anoint their bodies with oil on the bank of a stream or a stagnant reservoir?
Now, this is very interesting because anointing with oil is found in a bunch of different cultures. And it's not clear why this is done.
Well, that's why he's asking. I hope he wrote all these down. Well, we're reading them now, but I know. I mean, it's like, is God just sitting there throughout all of this going, when is it going to end, this list of questions? And is this going to be a very, very long chapter? Or is there like one answer, like this Zen cone, reduced to a, let's find out.
Well, it could end like what they always do in Parliament. I refer you to the answer I gave a few moments ago.
Yeah. Yeah. In the end, you should say, I talked about all that. Okay. Why the 16 shraddhas? Why are the food, water, etc. given every day for 360 days of the year? I actually skipped 23. I'm going to read 23 again. I thought I'd read it. But the pinda given on, why is the pinda, it says, the pinda given on the 10th day is accompanied by meat. Why? I like the way that one's just phrased slightly differently. Why is the pinda on the 11th day given after releasing the bull? Vishots, oh, that one. Why the 16 shraddhas? Why are the food, water, etc. given for 360 days of the year? Why is the food put in a vessel for satiating the dead? O Lord, does the mortal man die at the appointed time? Why? I do not see an outlet, then, from where does the soul go away? I do not see an outlet. Then from where does the soul go away? I try to read these verbatim, even though they're sometimes a little messed up, just because that way, if there's something in that text that is significant. There it is. From where did the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and sky pass away? Tell me, O Lord. From where do the 5 thieves of the body, greed, affection, desire, love, and pride, go away, O Lord? Whatever little action has been done, whether good or bad, whatever gifts have been tendered which procure merit, Where do these go away after the body is decayed? Why is the rite of Sapinda done within the year of death? With whom is the union of the deceased sought for, and how? What does in the end happen to the people who pass away burnt or unburnt, or who have fallen off their caste, or who have committed sins or behaved badly, or changed faith, or committed suicide, or murdered a Brahmin, or turned thieves or deceivers? What happens to that Shudra who drinks the milk of a brown cow, reads scriptures, wears the sacred thread, or possesses a Brahmin wife? Oh, Lord of the world, I'm terribly afraid of that sinner. Please answer my queries for the welfare of the world.
And thus ends the chapter.
Yes.
So it's the first chapter I ever remember where it was just questions.
But one assumes that the next question will provide.
The next chapter will
the next
perhaps give us
chapter
answers, just answers. I don't, who knows, or maybe more of these questions.
Yes.
Stay
tuned.
I think Garuda's interest in all of this is something that hasn't been examined very much. But I think the reason he's so interested in this is because these, when things in the funeral rite process go bad, this is when people get really fervent in their prayer work with Vishnu. And his job is to carry that information to Vishnu all the time.
Because he is Vishnu's vehicle.
Right. So it may be just a self-interested query trying to find out what the problem is so that he could stop it more easily or something like that to prevent this traffic.
Yeah, well, Garuda seems to be obsessed with mortality. And it's not just around death and death rituals, but around the whole Ayurvedic section was there as well. And
how do we cure diseases?
But largely, other than the Ayurvedic section, it has focused upon death, one way or another. Pilgrimage places that you go to do, particularly to do death rituals, and
first it was diseases that cause death. What causes the diseases and what to do about them if they can be cured or treated, and then it went into all these death ritual chapters, and then ghosts after that. That's where we are now.
Lots of ghosts.
Lots of ghosts.
It's very interesting, especially for a guy that has a
this whole thing about the crossroads, is Hecate's place. 3 is her number. Yeah. So 3 sticks tied together at the crossroads.
Oh, I heard
very interesting. And then the meat offering references were interesting.
Offered.
I haven't
Why?
remembered that.
Why?
Exactly. Makes you wonder.
It's made him wonder.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Okay, on that note of questioning, we'll conclude this inconclusive chapter. Stay tuned for another exciting adventure with the Purana guys.